Well, howdy there, friends. Today, we're embarking on a remarkable journey to catch a glimpse of how the cast members from Saved by the Bell have changed over the years. We'll be revealing their true identities and ages, and you're in for a real treat as we compare their youthful days on the show to the present year of 2023. So, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Y'all ready for this ride? Let's get this journey rolling. 1. Mark Paul Gosselaar as Zach Morris. Zach Morris, brought to life by Mark Paul Gosselaar, assumes the role of the central character in Saved by the Bell. The series predominantly revolves around Zach's actions, with viewers following his escapades. Zach often engages directly with the audience, breaking the fourth wall to offer his insights on unfolding events. This unique interaction allows him to figuratively freeze time and share his perspective on real-time occurrences. As a popular and good-looking student, he navigates the complexities of high school romance, dating various girls, although he consistently finds himself drawn to Kelly. Notably, Zach maintains a deep and respectful relationship with Mr. Belding, despite occasional conflicts. Gosselaar reprised his role in the Saved by the Bell franchise, including appearances in Saved by the Bell, The College Years, guest spots on Saved by the Bell, The New Class, and involvement in the 2020 reboot. His exceptional work in the sitcom not only won critical acclaim, but also paved the way for his involvement in the film Dead Man on Campus. Later, he ventured into a more dramatic role as Detective John Clark in NYPD Blue, a character he portrayed for several seasons. Gosselaar further showcased his talent as Bash during a 4-season run of Franklin Namp Bash, and has continued to grace our screens in recent years with roles in Pitch, The Passage, Mixed-ish, and Will Trent. 2. Mario Lopez as A.C. Slater. Mario Lopez was not part of Good Morning Miss Bliss, unlike some of his co-stars from Saved by the Bell. The character of Slater, being the son of an Army major, had a backstory involving frequent transfers to schools worldwide due to his father's overseas postings. Eventually landing at Bayside High, he established himself as a standout student and athlete, excelling notably in football and wrestling. Initially, his relationship with Zach was strained, leading to a rivalry as they vied for Kelly's attention. Despite this, Slater developed an on-and-off romantic relationship with Jesse and grew to become one of Zach's closest friends. Prior to his iconic role in Saved by the Bell, Lopez had already made appearances in various TV series, including Simon and Simon and The Golden Girls. He reprised his character for Saved by the Bell, The College Years, and made guest appearances in Saved by the Bell, The New Class. Joining the main cast for the 2020 reboot, he portrayed Slater, now employed as Bayside High's gym teacher. While Lopez continued to pursue acting with roles in Pacific Blue and The Bold and the Beautiful, he became better known for his non-acting television appearances. Notably, he competed on Dancing with the Stars in 2006 and took on hosting duties for various shows, including The X Factor and Access Hollywood. 3. Dustin Diamond as Samuel Screech Powers. Samuel Powers, commonly referred to as Screech by his peers, stood as one of the most notable figures in the Saved by the Bell series. A close friend to Zach and an admirer of Lisa, Screech embodies the quintessential nerd persona, showcasing an avid interest in geek culture and a fascination with robotics. Dustin Diamond, the actor behind the character, portrays him as an academically inclined student whose intelligence often matches that of Jesse, yet he frequently grapples with a lack of common sense, leading to awkward social encounters. While he frequently joins Zach in their schemes, Screech inadvertently becomes the reason for their downfall, inadvertently sabotaging their plans before they reach fruition. Diamond remained significantly involved in the Saved by the Bell franchise, actively participating in Saved by the Bell, The College Years, and holding a regular role as Mr. Belding's assistant in Saved by the Bell, The New Class. He ventured into stand-up comedy in the 2000s and made appearances on Celebrity Fit Club, sparking controversy due to clashes with Kimberly Locke and Harvey Walden IV. Additionally, the actor gained media attention for the release of a private tape in 2006 and encountered legal issues that resulted in his incarceration. Alongside his acting career, Diamond was a devoted fan of professional wrestling, making multiple appearances in various ring events post his tenure on Saved by the Bell. Unfortunately, he passed away in February 2021 following a diagnosis of lung cancer. 4. Lark Voorhies as Lisa Turtle. Lark Voorhies' portrayal of Lisa Turtle within the Saved by the Bell ensemble distinctly sets her apart. Lisa's character emerges from an affluent background, with both parents established as successful doctors. In the series, she remains the sole central character who never delves into a serious romantic relationship. Often seen sporting high-end fashion and exhibiting an affinity for luxury, she occasionally displays a somewhat condescending attitude toward her peers. Despite her fashion interest and privileged life, she maintains close friendships with the main characters, all the while handling the persistent attention of Screech, who repeatedly asks her out despite her continual refusals. Voorhies' career was significantly shaped by her roles in Saved by the Bell and Good Morning, Miss Bliss, marking her entry into major television jobs. During this period, she made guest appearances in shows like The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and Martin, before securing regular roles in soap operas like Days of Our Lives, 1993, 1994, and The Bold and the Beautiful. Later endeavors included appearances in the House and Robot Chicken, although her acting ventures diminished notably due to her religious beliefs. Despite this shift, Voorhies made a return to the 2020 Saved by the Bell series, featuring in 3 episodes. 5. Dennis Haskins as Mr. Richard Belding. Outside the core group of 6 students, Mr. Belding stands as arguably the only other significant character in the realm of Saved by the Bell. The principal at Bayside High, Richard Belding, debuted in Good Morning, Miss Bliss, and was consistently portrayed by Dennis Haskins throughout the entirety of both series, alongside numerous follow-up installments and reboots. Despite his authoritative role, Mr. Belding displays a genuine care for his students and holds a deep affection, particularly for Zach, although their interactions often involve clashes. In an unusual turn, he names his own son after Zach, a gesture of gratitude when the student helps deliver the baby during an emergency situation, rescuing Mr. Belding and his wife, who were stuck in an elevator. Prior to his involvement in Saved by the Bell, Haskins had appeared in several television series, including The Dukes of Hazzard and The Twilight Zone. The sitcom represented his first recurring role, establishing him as a recognizable presence. Interestingly, his path to securing the role of Belding involved an extensive audition process, attempting 7 times before landing the part. Haskins's subsequent work involved his return for Saved by the Bell, The New Class, along with regular appearances in Acting School Academy and Men of a Certain Age, although he predominantly featured in guest roles across various TV shows. Additionally, he found moderate success in music, releasing a number of singles and albums over the years. 6. Elizabeth Berkley as Jessie Spano. Jessie Spano, an essential figure in Saved by the Bell, is portrayed by Elizabeth Berkley. She embodies a character defined by social consciousness and thoughtfulness. Within the main group, Jessie repeatedly demonstrates her intelligence, notably holding the position of the smartest member, and actively advocates for feminism. This often results in clashes with her best friend Zach, although their relationship is rooted in a profound connection. Eventually, she becomes romantically involved with A.C. Slater. Berkley didn't return for Saved by the Bell the college years, but made a brief appearance in Saved by the Bell Wedding in Las Vegas, portraying Jessie as a bridesmaid at Zach and Kelly's wedding. However, her return to the 2020 reboot was as a pivotal member of the main cast, evolving her character from a student to a school counselor at Bayside High. Berkley continued to portray Jessie until the show's conclusion at the end of Season 2. In 1995, Berkley gained prominence for her role in the controversial film Show Girls, and further appeared in The First Wives Club and Roger Dodger. Her performance in the dark comedy play Hurly-Burly was widely praised, and she held recurring roles on CSI Miami. Beyond her acting career, Berkley was engaged in several initiatives under the Ask Elizabeth umbrella, which encompassed a website, television series, and a book focused on aiding teenage girls as they navigate the challenges of transitioning into adulthood. 7. Tiffany Thiessen as Kelly Kapowski. Kelly Kapowski, in many aspects, appears as a fitting complement to Zach. Portrayed by Tiffany Thiessen, she holds the title of Bayside High's most popular girl, serving as the head cheerleader and leading various sports teams. Among the core group of 6 students, Kelly consistently exhibits exemplary behavior, rarely landing herself in self-made trouble. Throughout a significant portion of the show's duration, Zach persistently pursues her, leading to multiple dating stints, but the relationship eventually concludes before the Season 4 finale. Despite hailing from a hard-working yet financially strained family, Kelly takes on waitressing at the Max to supplement her income in the latter seasons. Thiessen's introduction to television roles occurred in 1989, coinciding with her debut on Saved by the Bell. Following the sitcom's conclusion, she swiftly secured the part of Valerie Malone in the drama series Beverly Hills 90210. The 1990s saw her prominently featured in several films, ranging from Dusk Till Dawn 2, Texas Blood Money to Son-in-Law and Speedway Junkie. Transitioning towards more serious roles in the early 2000s, Thiessen established a steady career path. Her credits include noteworthy appearances in Fast Lane, White Collar, and more recently, Alexa and Katie. Since 2015, she's also hosted Dinner at Tiffany's, a show that spanned multiple seasons, featuring Thiessen showcasing her culinary skills while entertaining friends and co-stars, including Saved by the Bell comrades Mark Paul Gosselaar, Elizabeth Berkley, and Mario Lopez. 8. Ed Alonzo as Max. During the initial 2 seasons of Saved by the Bell, Max was a consistent presence on the show. As a magician and proprietor of the Max, a cafe frequently frequented by students from Bayside High, Max offered advice, told jokes, and performed magic tricks for the young individuals, acting as a sort of mentor. Despite his absence after the 2nd season, the cafe remained a central location regularly visited by the cast. Although Max vanished from the series after the 2nd season and did not reappear in any subsequent spin-offs and sequels, Ed Alonzo reprised the character in the 2020 series. Once more, he portrayed the cafe's owner, frequently visited by Bayside High students during their free time. Beyond his television roles, Alonzo made brief appearances in Modern Family, How I Met Your Mother, and Minx. Alonzo has gained more acclaim as a comedian and magician than as an actor. He contributed illusions to one of Britney Spears' tours and collaborated with David Blaine and Michael Jackson. Presently, he regularly tours with his stage show. 9. Leanna Creel as Tori Scott. Tori Scott, played by Leanna Creel, enters Bayside High in the last season of Saved by the Bell as a short-term replacement for Jessie and Kelly. Unlike the other main female characters, Tori's tough image and love for motorcycles immediately clash with Zach's persona. They eventually start dating, but their relationship ends when Zach doesn't reciprocate Tori's feelings. Her last appearance is in School Song, and she's not mentioned in the final 2 episodes. Creel's acting background is somewhat limited. Before her role in Saved by the Bell, she appeared in Growing Pains, Parent Trap 3, and Anything But Love, along with a few other TV shows and movies. Post her time as Tori, Creel was cast in Freeway and the TV series One West Waikiki, then took on the role of Mother in the Cell in 2000. That marked her final appearance until 2017, when she guest starred in an episode of Ned and Stacy. However, she remains active in the industry, serving as a producer, director, and screenwriter. Additionally, she works as a photographer and manages a film studio that produces lifestyle content. 10. Bridget Wilson-Sampras as Ginger. Ginger Baldwin, a minor character, made her entrance in the Season 4 episode The New Girl, featuring in a total of 4 episodes. She briefly dated Zach, despite their lack of shared interests, and their relationship ended almost immediately after their first date. Portrayed by Bridget Wilson, Ginger represented a stereotypical cheerleader-like persona commonly seen during the 1980s and 1990s. In her limited appearances, she was depicted as amiable and kind, even though she didn't showcase strong academic prowess. Saved by the Bell marked Wilson's screen debut, and in the same year she appeared in the soap opera Santa Barbara, featuring in almost 60 episodes from 1992 to 1993. Afterward, she secured roles in Murder, She Wrote and starred in Last Action Hero, previously cast in Billy Madison as Veronica Vaughn, the primary love interest of Adam Sandler's character. Following that, she played Sonya Blade in Mortal Kombat. Her final on-screen appearances were in 2008's boxing film Phantom Punch, although she later reprised her role as Sonya Blade by voicing the character for 2019's Mortal Kombat 11. Wilson retired from acting after marrying tennis star Pete Sampras to focus on being a mother and spending more time with her family. 11. Nancy Valen as Jennifer. Despite her brief appearance in only one episode of Saved by the Bell, Nurse Jennifer's arrival at the school had a significant impact and played a major role in the storyline. Introduced in the Season 2 episode titled From Nurse to Worse, the character was portrayed by Nancy Valen. After Zach asked Kelly to be his girlfriend, he quickly became infatuated with the nurse. Concerned about Zach's change of heart, his friends shared their worries, prompting Jennifer to take matters into her own hands. She devised a plan to scare Zach away by pretending to be deeply in love with him, expressing a desire to have children, and even inventing a fictional short-tempered husband to ensure Zach would leave her alone in the future. Following her role in Saved by the Bell, Valen became a regular cast member on Hull High and made appearances in 2 episodes of Murder, She Wrote, playing different characters in each. However, she is likely best recognized for her role in Baywatch, where she portrayed the character Samantha Thomas from 1996 to 1997. In recent years, Valen has been seen in Playing with Fire and P.S. After Dark, and has also ventured into writing and producing various projects. 12. Troy Fromin as Ox. Ox, a member of the Bayside football team, embodied the classic persona of the dim-witted athlete. He often stuck by Slater's side, and despite the expected stereotype, he even had a romantic relationship with a female bookworm, displaying a more tender and empathetic side. After Saved by the Bell, Fromin had smaller roles in various TV series, with his most notable appearance being on Married with Children. He stepped away from acting in 1999 but made a comeback in 2015, engaging in several smaller projects. Additionally, he manages a YouTube and Vimeo channel, using these platforms to share skits, rants, and messages with his fan base. 13. Ernie Sabella as Leon Carosi. Leon Carosi is the proprietor of the Malibu Sands Beach Club, where all in the gang, except for Lisa, who is a guest, secure summer employment. In the Quantum Leap episode, Catch a Falling Star, he portrayed the dual roles of Manny, a stage actor, and Sancho Panza, Manny's character in a traveling production of Man of La Mancha. Sabella made a brief appearance as an unclothed passenger on a subway train in a 1992 episode of Seinfeld named The Subway, He starred in a series of commercials for NyQuil cold medicine in 1994, appeared in a MasterCard commercial in 2007, and Lynx in 2008. Sabella co-starred as Sidney Bernstein in the Broadway musical comedy Curtains, which officially opened on March 22, 2007, and ran until June 29, 2008. He portrayed the role of apartment building superintendent Leon in the 9th episode, Holdouts, of the 6th season, 2015, of the CBS police procedural drama Blue Bloods. In 2015, Sabella reprised his voice role as Pumbaa in the TV pilot film The Lion Guard, Return of the Roar. In 2016, Sabella became a full-time cast member for the Disney Junior television series The Lion Guard. Sabella met his wife Cheryl backstage during a Broadway performance of A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum in 1996, and they tied the knot in 1999. Cheryl is employed as a computer programmer in their hometown. That's a wrap on our journey through the Saved by the Bell cast's transformations over the years. From their high school days at Bayside to their diverse careers today, it's clear that these actors have come a long way. We hope you enjoyed this nostalgic look back at the Saved by the Bell 1989 to 1992 cast then and now. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating trips down memory lane and updates on your favorite stars. Thanks for watching.